I have like student technology. I'm I have been working with developer games, and that's it. And you, Leticia?
Okay. When I was a teenager, I don't have idea what I did do in the college, but I remember I would like to be an astronaut, or
Very good.
I don't know if there is a college about this, but in my mind, one day I'm flying the forget.
Yes, I
Very
would
good.
be. No, I would be like I would be flying in the space,
And in flying in space,
other planets.
and I remember I would like to travel around the world, but I was a teenager, and the teenager, there is a lot of ideas in this mind.
Awesome, but you can travel a lot by working in home office.
Okay.
Working, not home office, but working with tech, you can work remotely, so you can travel a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
What about you, Jade? Did you read the question? Let me send you again.
Yeah, I was off the chat. What did you want to study in college when you were teenage? Well, I've always wanted to study stuff regarding biology, sciences, and mostly genetics. And I got to study that a lot because I'm a biomedical scientist, and I have worked with molecular microbiology, which has lots of genetics and some other stuff in which I was a research student. That's what we called. And I got to do what I wanted, but it's not what I work with now because I work with food industry and food. But I still have some contact with science when I work with the microbiology team. So yeah, I can say that I did. And it was great.
Nice, very nice. Well, as for me, I always liked math and technology. So I've been through studying nanotechnology and mechatronic engineering, but I ended up studying computer science. So I guess what I wanted and what I ended up studying in college was pretty close from what I liked as a teenager, because technology always gave me those sparkle in my eyes. It was very nice. Leticia, do you believe people who don't have a degree have access to better opportunities than those who don't?
I think depends the area, and I agree there are many areas it's important to have a degree, because if you don't have this, you don't exercise, you don't do your professional. For example, in the technology, sometimes I think it's better opportunities, and sometimes I think when you study by yourself, you have the same opportunities when the other people have a degree, for example. I think depends, in my opinion, depends more the person, because in general, the degree, it's more generalist, and when you study before, after, and specialized in many, I don't know, in one or many parts of his life, it's more important.
Yeah. What's your opinion about this, Wallace?
I think the word success is relative, because for people, some people's agree the success is have the complete family. Other people greed, necessities, make a lot of money, whatever. I think is relative. About better opportunities, I think that's the internet democratizou, como fala? Como poderia falar? Democratizou the information for the pizza around the words. Democratizate, yes. Uh, Anything, any people can be information from the internet, can to do, can be anything, student, anything. That's it. I think that's it.
Very much. Jackie.
Yeah, well, it depends in which kind of the job that you're trying to qualify for, because there are some positions that people need to have certain prerequisites, in which a college degree is one of them, and we see that very frequently on industries, on most companies. But I think that's mostly depending on which position you are trying to apply for, because we still see that small companies, they tend to, or even the big ones, they tend to choose the college degrees for people who are applying, people who have a better, which they think, right, because it's not better or worse college degrees. So someone from Mackenzie is better than someone who went to a private school in a small town. So yeah, it depends on which kind of position you're applying for.
Thank you. Diego, what do you think?
I agree with you guys. It depends on the area, but if we can answer more in a way more generical, we can understand that it's important. We have more access to better opportunities when you have a degree, especially in some areas. But for example, engineer, one minute, guys. Sorry, guys. But
Is it your daughter?
yes, it's my little daughter, 3 years. Returning here, my thought. Actually, especially on our area, technological area, one of the most important skills is self-study, because we have a lot of topics and we need to be more deeply in some of them. If you have a degree, it's important to help you to organize your mind, to organize this self-study, and to improve your scientific way to learn, to prove one hypothesis, and this kind of stuffs. But I'm really appreciate when big companies or big techs open their RH to hire people without degree in some of areas. I, like Jacqueline said, we have areas so important like engineers, especially civil engineers or health areas. It's important, so important. But in other areas like our area, it's I think that help you in this point, but it's not how can I say, not 100% important to be a good professional or to make a good job.
Yeah, agree.
Diego, I agree with you so much, and I guess your thought pretty much sums up the title of this immersion, which is the weight of a college degree. As for me, in general, I do believe that people with degrees have better access to opportunities, because it's obvious that areas like technology, people can get awesome jobs without having a degree. But this isn't the rule, right? In general, for all professions and for pretty much many people in many people in tech, when you want to get a promotion, or when you have someone on your side who wants the same position as you in a company, the company will look better to the one who have a degree. Even the experience in market is pretty much the same. So I guess companies in general, they use this excuse about having a degree to bargain the salaries of the professionals. So that being said, of course, I'm not saying that people who don't have a degree are not experts and are not good at their profession. It's not something like that. I'm just talking about the opportunities and how I believe and I learned that companies see the other side of the employees.
Yeah, I will add a different point of view here. For example, I'm working. I have been working with data a lot of time, long years ago. But I work as a manager. I'm managing a big team here on my job in one of the biggest agents of the world, marketing agents. And I don't have a degree in my area. I'm from human area, not a math area or like this, yes. But I start one degree in this area. I'm in the health of the course, but I'm not used anything that I'm learning on the college right now. The people use it, for example, to make analysis match-lib, for example, with one so defasado. I don't know this English word, this word in English. But we are using Python right now. But on the college, I'm studying right now about MATLAB, SPSS, old softwares for this, old language. But it's important. I think that's important. But it's not so practical the way that they show to us the market. We have a difference, a gap between the things that we learned and the real things that we need on the market. That's the point, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
When you make, for example, you do one kind of boot camp, more handmade, yeah, more with more jobs and more cases, real cases, you learn a lot, and it's so different when you make something one topic is so theoretical, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. We start to see that the path is starting to change when we have people who, as you said, Diego, who don't have the specific college degree in the specific topic that they work with, because we get to see, for example, I'm not an engineering, I'm not a food engineer, a food tech, but I work at a food industry as a biomedical scientist, and it's not common at all. And we see people from engineering that work on our HR. So it's interesting because we see, and other people can see as well, that people can perform a great job in not having the college degree specifically in that topic, but sometimes you have to to have a prerequisite, but depending, it's free, so that's really nice.
Yeah, one other example about this that I lived recently is a company that I worked, where I have 4 colleagues for the same position in the company, and we all get different deals about salary. And I talked to my colleagues about the salaries, and when some other colleague asked the person from the HR for a better salary and told that we were getting better high salaries, she told him that he didn't have a college degree. That's why he was getting a lower wage. But he was at the company for much more time than we were. So it was awful, but it was what happened, and it is what happens in a lot of places. Wallace, did you answer?
Yes. What is the question? The 3?
I think he
We
did
will-
number 2.
Question number 2. Did you answer question number 2?
Yes. Number 2. Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm skipping question number 3 for now. And please, question number 4. Can you read it,
Number-
Wallace?
Number 3 or number 4?
I'm skipping number 3 for now. We're going back to that later.
Okay. When you sometimes I like to really about the technology in several communities in around internet, as Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, main in Google. I'm trying to connect with other people that has knowledge about what I'm trying learning. Is I'm trying I'm trying watching sometimes YouTube channels, but sometimes I don't like your writing the things. Is I have been lost some things about is I like share. I have the blog about the technology. I'm like coding. I love coding. Is in these years I will try ensinar, como seria? Learning, não. Ensinar. Como? Desculpa. Teach. Ensinar?
Teach, let me write.
Okay. Teach, yeah, sorry. In these years, I will try teach my friends, some friends to code. That's it. I think that's it.
Awesome. You learn from different methods. Interesting. What about you, Leticia?
Depends the subject, because okay. When I learn, for example, new ability in the technology, new language, or I don't know, design system, architecture, or other things, I would like to learn the documentation and make a new project when I use this, because in my mind, I need to practice my new abilities, because if I don't practice in after moment, I forgot this. And sometimes I use the books or videos and take notes. And when I study other subjects, for example, and a few years ago, I studied other things, and I use more books about this. And I take notes in general, or sometimes I speak with other people about this. No, I'm not a root. It depends. Okay, in general, I think when you start learning a very fast course, it's too fast. But if you need to understand how to use, how to solve the determine specific problem and how they propose the technology, it's better you understand the base of this.
Interesting.
What's a root coder?
It's like a programador raiz.
Yes.
I'm an old woman, okay?
Without Stack Overflow, yeah, just on the books.
I learned with Indian YouTube teachers and Stack Overflow.
Yes.
What about you, Diego?
Patience, right, Leticia?
Yeah.
Guys, actually, I'm seeking for knowledge on Medium. I really appreciate. Medium is so interesting, especially in my area. We have a lot of different people on different locations with different skills in different positions in big companies, help others. It's so interesting, especially because there we have a kind of a practical way to show. It depends of the author of the article, but I'm really appreciating. There I have a lot of knowledge base. I have one way to make it, how can I say, to improve my learning skills. I'm trying to understand more about one problem, on a real problem, especially when I have this problem on my job. Yeah. And I'm trying to understand this problem. And after that, I will choose one methodology or one tool or one language to solve this problem. And after that, I'm trying to teach my team with this new thing that I learned. For me, it's a better way, like Wallace said, to learn is teaching, because when you externalize this thing and try to solve in, how can I say, a kind of a community with different people, it's so interesting to assimilate, I don't know this word in English, but to assimilate this new knowledge and to put in practice to your day by day. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess teaching is an awesome way to absorb the knowledge you just learned. And when you teach, you understand, if you really understood that, if it really entered your, because when you're externalizing, when you will say something to explain, you say, oh my God, is that right? Or did I understood wrong? Because they say that if you can teach someone who's not in the area about something you just learned or something you're a specialist, it's because you really understood that thing, because you can turn something that's kind of technical or difficult into something easy that anyone could understand in simple words.
It's a challenge for us because we work almost of the time with one machine, with code and sentences and tools, different kind of tools, and socialize with other people, our problems, and the things that we learned. It's important. I think that's it's important to us to assimilate more our skills and our knowledge.
Yeah, that's right. What about you, Jackie?
Well, I'm not a very disciplined person, so when I have to learn something new, for example, I'm gonna put nothing related to work, but something for us to think outside the box. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and it never worked because I've always tried to learn by myself. And last year I started taking classes in which I had an appointment every once in a week, and I had to do exercises and stuff like that. So I got better, and yeah, when I want to learn something new, I have to be compromised and get to be disciplined by that, because I'm someone who really likes to learn new stuff, but I don't have the best methodology to do that. So that's an example not related to work that I could state.
Awesome. But would you say that you take your appointments and the things that you want to do more seriously when someone else is involved? And if it's not only you, like learn the guitar, to play how the
Oh
guitar.
yeah, totally. I still miss most of my classes, but at least I try to be present. And I think we need to be not only compromised to something that we want to learn, but what do we expect from that? Because it's something that nobody is making us to do. So we have to be responsible enough, and yeah, don't miss the appointments.
Interesting. So Leticia, please, question number 5.
Do you think technical course boot camps can replace a college degree? Oh my God, it's a controversial question. I think it's not a replace, but I think it can help the college degree, for example. I agree with Diego said I forgot the word. Okay, the gap existing the college degree and the work in general, for example, course and boot camps. There are a lot of tools. It's important to understand how this work and in your day-by-day work, for example, and the college degree don't understand this and don't teach students about this. But now I'm started technical interviews, for example, and I was review some subjects when I was studying the college, and I think the boot camp don't have time to learn more concisely about this, and I think it's a complement. One, it's complement other, because for example, when I was learning specific subject, in my experience, I understand more now about this, the deep about this, because I have a connection how to use this in different contexts in my life, in my work life, for example. And now it's too important to create this connection. And they propose how to use this. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Choose someone, please.
Wallace.
Okay, I don't think I never did boot camps. I learned it. I got it. Learn to be autodidata, como pode ser? Posso falar autodidata? Yeah, I like learning to doing. I think when doing the things, you learn fast, or when you teach the thing, you learn too. Boot camp, I don't know, I never did it. But uh, I think that it's very important to you have the experience in academy about a subject as medicine, but technology, I don't know. I don't think tecnologia is very difundido, como fala? Difundido in around
Nurse.
the world. E when try learning something, you try teach something about it, you learn it too. I think that's it. And you, Jacqueline?
Yeah, again, it depends in which area you are working with. So, for example, I see so many opportunities in software engineering, stuff like that. You guys from IT, right? IT, that I don't see in other jobs or other areas. So I see that you have like the ocean of opportunities related to performing some boot camps, some small courses that you can use on your jobs and have a good time with that I don't see so much in other areas. So yeah, depending on in which type of job you perform, it's okay.
Do you agree, Diego?
Sorry. As Leticia said, I think that we're talking about different things. Yeah, a bootcamp does not fully replace a higher education, but can bring more knowledge about one specific thing or one specific area or sub area in you are interesting or you are needed to be a better professional. Normally, boot camps bring more practical examples and real situations that you use in every day. In this case, I think that's a kind of an MBA, yeah. When it's not one thing so theoretical, but it's a more handmade when you have real problems, and the teachers from boot camps normally spend more time help you to solve the problems. But if we actually, if one person asks me about to make one career transitions, for example, to one human area for our area, IT area, technological area, data area, this kind of stuffs, I'm really try to make them understand the importance to start with one bootcamp, because it's a kind of a mind explosion, yeah, because we are touching different areas, different topics in a small period of time. But you need to be more deeply in because we have normally you have a small time to learn a lot of things. This is important to understand when we start one bootcamp.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, if we're talking about technical skills, only hard skills, maybe technical courses or boot camps can replace college. But this is just one part of college. College is not only about hard skills and learning some language or there's something like that. Mainly, most people who enter college, they are I don't know, 17, 18, or in their 20s. So it's part of building the formation of the character of the person in society, and also the person as a professional. It's forming the mind and learning and being taught to think in a scientific way, like Diego said. Because if you want to enter very quickly in the market, yeah, you can go to boot camps and learn something specific, and then you go. But just they take way too long. We spend so many years in college. So if you have the time, you can spend all those years studying. If you have the opportunity, if you can't stay in college, I guess it's a good place to be and to learn about so many things, not only that specific things. Because when you go to a college, like, I don't know, when you want to study computer science, you're not only learning how to be a front-end developer. You're not only learning how to be a back-end developer. You're learning the basis of so many professions. So when you have a solid base of knowledge, you can do so many things.
Very
And
good.
they are like very narrow, and they are very specific to what you learn and where you go and who you meet.
Yes.
So
And
I
you
guess
have the path to how can I say, to seguir, to follow, to improve one different skill or one other topic, but you have the path, so important. The base is so important.
exactly. Yeah, and it's awesome because in college you can be in touch with people who study the same course as you do, but who wants to work or who have interest in some area that's very different from yours. And that kind of touch, when you have with someone, it's very interesting because opens your mind and the opportunities that you have. Maybe when you enter in a boot, you enter, know what you want, and you leave the boot camp learning how to do what you entered thinking. But when you enter a college, I know I want to be a front-end developer. I entered the college today. At the end of 4 years, maybe I want to be something very different from a front-end developer. So there are a lot of opportunities, and it's very wide.
Nice.
Number 6, Diego.
Yes. If you could go back in time, what do you do differently about your career? Guys, I believe I would have followed the same path. For me, having come from our humanity area helped me to have a business vision that helped me a lot and bring a lot of value in my career. As understand more about people, keep a good communication, and find solutions for complexity problems. It's skills that when you have this how can I say, these two ways, yeah, for example, one technological area and humanity, you understand the whole problem, and you can. I'm not so good, for example, I'm not so technical guy, but I understand about the problem, and I can choose the right person to solve this problem. I can help this person the good way to solve this problem because I understand more the problem. I can ask good questions in a good moments about the topic, yeah, and this helped me a lot when I'm trying to make an X-ray about my career and about my whole life. That's it. I believe in this vision.
That's very important, Diego. You know how to ask the right questions and the good questions in the moment. Because if you don't know or don't understand about something, at least you have to ask the questions. And it's not any question. It has to be directed.
Guys, I remember one study, one scientific study. I don't remember which university of the United States, but one big of them, about how can study music or play an instrument help math students to be more accurately. And guys, so interesting, because music, it's a totally one humanity area, totally different. The process that you use it, for example, not totally different, but it's a different process to learn. For example, when you study math or statistics or scientific science, different kinds of science, but this help people who study arts, help people in these specific topics.
That's very interesting. If you ever find, I would like to.
Yes, I'm trying to search about it.
Awesome. Well, guys, it's 7:53. I guess we don't have enough time to read another question. So we're ending here the questions. And I'd like to hear from you first. What did you think about this immersion? Did you like? Did you think it was interesting? Say a little bit, please, Wallace. What's your opinion about today?
About the meeting or the question?
Yeah, about the meeting.
Yes, I enjoyed. The people is very have knowledge about the subject, and subject is very makes sense for me. I would about the question, I would try risk more, improve my skill as manage people. I think manage people is very important for my area, other areas too. That's it. I like enjoy the.
Awesome, amazing. Well, I hope I see you again next meetings. What about you, Diego?
We are in the 7th question, yeah?
No, we're finishing because we have to finish the meeting at 8 a.m. sharp, 8 p.m. sharp. So I'm asking you guys, what did you think about the question? Did you find it interesting? Did you like? I love to talk to you guys.
Yeah, I really appreciate this topic. It's so interesting. And I think that we have a lot of different topics to talk about it. 1 hour is so straight to talk about it. I really enjoy. Congratulations to choose this topic.
Thank you. I guess Jackie asked the question.
Or Diego, because he sent something regarding children playing instruments, and they are better math solvers than others. So, do you plan on putting your little daughter on?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the past time, I'm studying music. I'm play trombone. 10 years. I'm really in doubt about my future career on that time, because I'm trying to be a musician. But after that, I choose a different career. But I'm really appreciate the music, and I think that's important. And I'm trying to, when my little daughter grows up, put her in one good music course. So important.
Yeah, that's nice. Interesting.
Awesome, guys. I love meeting you. What about you? Final words, please.
For me, yeah, I missed the audio.
What about you? What did you think about today's meeting?
Well, I loved. It's always a pleasure. I wish I could join more times because the topics are really nice. So last week's was very interesting. Tonight's as well. So keep going with that, guys, because it's something that we can get to chat and put our English, like we can practice and talk about work, something like that, meet people. It's awesome. Congrats, guys.
Thank you. Guys, I just sent you the survey link. I would love if you answer that, please. And you can rate the meeting, say what, give suggestions for the meeting. And I love when you give suggestions about the subject that we're talking. So next week you can choose the thing you want to talk about. And I'm leaving my LinkedIn here. If anyone like to add me, it's gonna be very nice. Guys, if you want to leave your LinkedIn here, it would be very nice too. So thank you guys very much. Leticia, I'm gonna spare you for the suffering of saying how much you love this immersion. Thank you for always being here.
I'm here again. Okay, I love this topic because I think learning is part of our job and our work life, for example. And it's too interesting how to express how different types of you learn.
Yeah, I liked very much making these questions. It was very interesting. I'm gonna read the article you just sent us, Diego. Thank you very much. Guys, I hope to see you again and have a nice end of the week, an awesome night, and good rest for everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye-bye.